Welcome to the first no audio podcast where we just stare at you. It's called After 10 Ambiance. It's called POVU. Are sitting right there, and we're sitting over here, and we're listening to you talk. Oh, that might be a good market we could tap into. Where it's podcasts are all about you sit there and we talk at you. But what if we sat and listened? Like POV.
Yeah, a POV podcast.
The podcast team listens to you talk.
It's kind of like that YouTube series, Sitting and Smiling, where that guy just sits in the corner and doesn't say anything for 3 hours.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But because we're so close, I feel like we don't even need to do the handoff, really.
I could just do one of these.
Just do a little, yeah.
One of these.
It's a little more nonchalant for the viewers, so they're not uncomfortable by the tension that, is created by the handoffs. Yeah.
Hey, it's only uncomfortable if you make it uncomfortable.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I made Dan very uncomfortable during that last shoot. He actually pulled me to the side and said that, he's not going to return to the franchise because my behavior was unacceptable. So.
Yeah, it was something that happened off camera too. But
should we get into that?
No, that was really personal. I don't think he probably doesn't want us talking about that. Welcome to episode. I think this is 2, or is this 3? I don't even know when. We filmed a lot of these. And a lot of them had a lot of issues with them. Mm-hmm. But, we're learning, we're trying, we're experimenting. We still don't really have, a name locked in. We tried... we have, a working title that we're working with. We got Before 10 right now.
Yeah, that was in the description of the last episode, but we might get rid of that. we'll see.
That was Before 10?
Before 10 was what we had.
I see where you're coming from. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's like the name is After 10 of the channel.
Yeah.
But it's instead of it being After 10, it's another word that is the opposite of after. It's before.
Before.
Called Before 9 or something.
I was debating us doing that. Yeah.
Before 9.
If we did Before 11, that would be funny because it's still technically After 10 because Before 11 it could be 10:59, it could be 10:58, and that's
it could
still
be
after
10:01.
10.
6 to 7.
We don't want.
Okay, my name is Hunter. This right here is John. We are the two who run this podcast. We make some scary stuff on YouTube. We worked on White Stag Education that some people might probably know us from. We work on tapes I found at the Thrift Store currently, among lots of other things that we're going to be exploring and doing in the future. And once again, we have a guest today. Who is this guest?
Hi, I'm a man of many names. Put it simply, I'm Michael.
Putting it simply is Michael. You might not recognize him without the top hat.
This is my top hat.
This is our very own Larry Columbo, as some of you might know him as. We actually just wrapped on the first of many Columbo tapes today.
Hell yeah.
Larry Columbo was a little side character in the first episode of Tapes I Found at the Thrift Store.
Yep.
And we're expanding the lore a little bit. We're adding some Columbo tapes. A lot of people in the comments liked Larry Columbo as well. And, Michael's a good friend of ours. And so it's very easy to meet up and film a little something. So we figured, why not, do something with Mr. Columbo in the lore here. And so Columbo's going to be a little bit more of a part of the story.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm excited about that.
I'm very happy with what we filmed.
Yeah, I'm very happy with what we've done.
Mr. Forse. Did we give your full name?
Yeah, Kevin Michael Forse Jr. That is my full name.
And while we're at the beginning here, why don't we plug anything you want? Not like video, anything specific, but like channels people can go to.
You got my main channel, Forse Studios, and then I have my second channel that I run with my best friend Joey, J&M Productions, where we do sketches.
Yeah, those will be in the description for you to check out. But what immediately comes to mind? Things that happened, days of shooting, the estate sale.
Oh, the estate sale?
Estate sale and this as well.
Yeah, we'll go to estate sale and then we'll go to the...
Chronologically, we'll move.
The funny thing that happened recently.
Well, I got a pretty neat top hat. Mm-hmm. I think that's all I can say about that. No, it was fun. Because I don't think I was originally supposed to be that character, right? Was that the original plan?
So Hunter and I bounced around a few ideas. We had an idea for like your friend.
This was really sensual. So.
Yeah.
Well, Captain America, chill there.
Yeah. Originally, your friend Joey, who is the JD or M for JD
My J to
Productions,
my
for people that don't know, we had a character written for him that was a bad stand-up comic. He had ties to like a public access type show.
Yeah.
And basically, when we were putting it together, we shifted around a bunch of ideas. And then it was ultimately Hunter's idea to make the Larry Columbo character from the estate sale that stand-up comic character. And not to get ahead of ourselves, because I felt like the last episode we spoiled some things and had to censor it, but it isn't something major. But Joey will be playing a character coming soon that we're really excited to dive into and explore.
Yeah.
But so yeah, originally Larry Columbo. I mean, you had a lot of fans in the estate sale comment section.
Which is awesome.
It is really awesome.
We've been experimenting a lot with the lore. We've been going back and forth on a lot of things, trying to see what works and what doesn't. But there was a version of the lore where Larry Columbo was super integral to the story and was like a plot point that moved everything forward. And John liked Larry Columbo being just a one-off kind of funny guy. And so we wound up kind of meeting in the middle where Larry's, he's not our, what's like a character in something that's like super important. He's not like our,
I don't know. What's Ryan Reynolds' character's name in Free Guy?
I looked to Michael.
Wait, Ryan Reynolds' character in Free Guy? It's Guy.
Oh, of
sure
course,
it's
it's Guy. How do they not realize?
Pretty sure
He's
it's
not our
Guy.
guy.
It is Guy because that's why it's called Free Guy.
He's not our guy.
Because Guy gets free.
It's kind of like the movie Race, where it's about the race, but it's also about race, and it's also a metaphorical race. It's kind of like that.
Whew, I love stuff like that. It gets my brain going. Makes
Yeah.
me really happy to be alive.
Alright, we gotta get back at you.
I agree.
But it's like we should have thought of that. His name is Guy. It's called Free Guy, and he's like an NPC in a video game, and his name is just Guy because he just walks
He's
around
a
like a little
guy.
guy, an NPC.
But I want to ask a question about estate sale though for Michael. So, we're gonna get into this more later. But Michael, you have a background in horror.
Yes,
You
I
make,
do.
You make horror stuff.
Yes.
So I asked this to Dan a few weeks ago when we had him on. What was your thought process when Hunter kind of pitched you the idea of the estate sale tape specifically?
Oh, I love the idea. Like, I thought it was very cool of how, of what I'd known about it. Because it wasn't much I was given.
Mhm.
But I'm like, this is a cool idea, and I volunteer to help it in any way I can. I want to help and be a part of it in some shape, way, or form. And the fact that I am in it as Larry Columbo, it's pretty cool.
It is cool.
It's pretty neat.
I want to just give you more props though, also, because not only did you play Larry Columbo, but you also helped out with. We haven't really posted like a lot of behind the scenes stuff yet, but the effect of the suitcase, all that stuff, you helped out with that. You helped out shooting some of the other like Randy Sinclair stuff. So yeah, I mean you've been helping in a lot of ways, so it's been awesome to have you on.
Yeah, it was very fun being on set for those few days for the estate sale. A lot of fun.
Let's get into what we shot recently.
The Columbo tapes.
The Columbo tapes. By the time this is out, the tape is out, so we can say what it
we
is.
can totally talk about it.
So yeah, what was it like being a bad stand-up comic?
It's just every day of my life. It felt like a normal day at the office. Because I will just throw jokes at work. I'll just throw jokes and hope they land.
You're constantly doing Jim Carrey impressions.
Yeah, all the time, Jim Carrey. No.
Because the tape is in the 90s, Hunter and I were like going back and forth of like, oh, which should the stand-up comic, like, which should his whole shtick be? And it kind of just came naturally as all three of us were kind of like improvising and just like joking about stuff, and then we were like, what if he's just literally obsessed with
Jim
Like,
Carrey.
he's not trying to imitate him. It's like in his material he just cannot stop talking about Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he just loves Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
It's like to me, it kind of reminds me of being the creepypasta head. It reminds me of that era, some say the golden era, some say the dark ages of creepypasta, when every story you would see was just Jeff the Killer or Russian Sleep Experiment, but
The Rake.
or the
The
Rake,
Rake.
but like the main character was like a self-insert for the author trying to be super epic. I think, or super edgy and be like, I'm Jeff the Killer, or like I was seeing in Larry Columbo in this, like he sees Jim Carrey on screen in Ace Ventura. And he thinks it's the funniest, most awesome, unique thing he's ever seen. And he's like, I want to be that. I want to be that. Where all these little kids in middle school read Jeff the Killer or read Russian Sleep Experiment, and they're like, I want to be the person who makes that and everybody loves. And then they just regurgitate the same thing and are like, this is my thing. But then, of course, a lot of people, you're like, it's like usually you're young when you do that. I think that's where the comedy comes in with Larry Columbo, is that he's an older gentleman doing this in front of a lot of people immediately.
Yeah.
As opposed to the creepypasta metaphor that I'm kind of leaning to. But like, when you're younger and you do that kind of thing, that's like your first stepping stone into making art. Is like you just regurgitate something that you've seen that you really like, and then the criticism comes in, and then you learn from that criticism and you start to place your own building blocks, place your own foundation. And so I think that's just where Larry Columbo is in his journey. I think, the comedy comes from him finding it later in life, but I think it is a very real thing of finding that niche that you want to commit your life to and laying those building blocks. And it's just a little silly to see Larry Columbo doing it in the big 2-5,
Yeah.
as they say on TikTok. Probably really peaked the mic there for a minute, but
TikTok, copyright.
and we got to stop there. We're gonna copyright it.
But you gotta plug the movie.
Yeah. We have a movie coming out real soon. I think it'll probably be out when this comes out.
Yeah, probably.
Probably will be.
Okay.
I had it these. They take 5 years to edit. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
For those of you who aren't familiar with Michael's work, you're going to find a lot of times during this 45, however long this podcast is going to be, there's going to be a lot of moments where we're talking about something, and they're like, Michael, you should plug this while we're here. Because Michael does freaking everything. Michael does a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff comes from Michael's corner.
I don't have any free time.
From the time we shot the last podcast episode to me getting it out, I think Michael made at least 6 videos and 2 songs, I think.
And finished making a feature-length movie.
I do have a list of new tracks that we're gonna. I might
Whoa,
tease.
exclusive.
Yeah. For the possible second album. But anyways, the movie. Once again, with my drunk character Larry's dad, my buddy Joey plays Larry, my child, and it's a movie called Back to the Alcohol. Just a brief summary. Larry's dad hates his current life, and he wants to relive his glory days. Hates Larry, so Larry builds a time machine. They go back in time. Larry's dad parties hard, and when they go back, he has a perfect life, and Larry's dad's not happy about having a perfect life. That's all I'm gonna say about the movie. Check it out for yourself. It's very good, very funny.
Trailer is live on YouTube right now.
Yes, and these guys make a special cameo in there too.
We did.
Oh, we
Oh,
do.
yeah, we did.
do.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah. I feel like it was so long ago we filmed that.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Anyways, about these songs.
Yeah,
So-
please. Yes.
So
Exclusive.
let me explain some of the process that me and Joey go through when we're coming up with a parody song. The song will play, and we will just mumble out words until we find something funny. I'll just hear them like while I'm listening to music at work or something,
yeah,
and like
it's kind of improv.
yeah.
I wanted to ask about, because we were talking about it earlier. It's your most streamed song now, "Gooning in the
Getting
Parking
in the
Lot."
parking lot.
Talk about because I know it's Joey's song, but you
Yes.
helped write it with Joey, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Joey did all of that.
He did all of that. Oh,
He did
wow.
all the writing for that song. Yeah.
Wow. Well, of the songs that you wrote, which one's the most streamed? Then is it Alcohol or is it
Might be
Bottoms Up?
alcohol. It might be alcohol. I'm not entirely sure.
Check the database.
Yeah. Mine? Yeah, it's Bottoms Up.
Bottoms Up, yeah.
That's just mine. And then there's also Welcome to J&M.
Yeah.
But bottoms up, and then alcohol. Bottoms up's the cover, so alcohol is that answer.
Yeah, you guys do live shows also.
Yeah.
Hunter and I have been to a few of those, and we got to see a lot of these songs live for the first time, which is cool.
Yeah.
John, you were working on a documentary about Michael at one point.
Yes.
Yeah, so I still am.
Yeah.
Is that something something you're still cooking up? Is that something, do you think, that the people out there will see someday?
Yeah.
And is that something you want to maybe share a little lore about right now, maybe?
The documentary about Michael is going to be a feature. And I told Michael this because we've had so many, I think we've had like 4 sessions. Like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 sessions.
I want to say 3 or 4. I want to say 3, though.
Yeah, I had one with Joey also.
Yes.
When we were shooting other stuff. But I told you during one of the sessions that I love documentaries. I've shot a few documentary shorts. An issue I always have with documentaries is for features. Why does it warrant that length? Is it really worth telling the story of this? So instead of rushing a documentary together about Michael's life within like 2 years, I really want to wait, and I really want like more time to pass. I want to see. I mean, because I'm sure you can agree, and you could chime in about this. Where you are at now with J&M 4 Studios is super different than it was the beginning of last year, right?
Yeah.
So things are like very quickly evolving for your life and for what you're creating. And so I really want to capture, what it is that's evolving so fast,
Yeah.
And your personal life, and the flip side of that, like how that's also evolving as the stuff you're creating is changing too.
Yeah. That's going to be exciting for me because I don't think when we started that, did we start filming Silent Stalker 3 yet?
No.
I don't think we even started filming.
No, we didn't start shooting it. I think actually when we started shooting it was the end of Silent Stalker 2.
Really?
So it's crazy to think about how many years ago that is now.
Yeah. So
Reference, once again, for those who aren't familiar with
yeah.
Michael's work,
Oh.
Silent Stalker is, you could say, Michael's magnum opus.
Yeah. I mentioned you have a horror background.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the story actually of how we've met? Because this kind of like segues into Silent Stalker and the.
So how me
Body
and
work.
John met were years ago. I was just graduating high school, and we had our TV teacher was having like a barbecue or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
What was it?
you're right. It was a barbecue because I just put a pin in real quick.
Yeah.
Technically, the first time we didn't speak, but the first time I had met Michael.
Oh yeah.
Was at our film festival that we had on our school's campus at our high school. He made a film called Catface 2.
Yeah, Catface 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I always confuse it with Catface 3. Catface 2, and it was I'm not glazing you because you're here. It was the best film that was screened that entire night. I was laughing my ass off. It was fun. It was creative.
Mm-hmm.
I made a stupid horror short film. It was boring. His film was super fun. So I remember seeing and being like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, I meet him at this barbecue.
Yeah, and I played 2 characters in that.
Yeah.
I played myself and the villain, the Kavina.
Take that, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. I played. We'll get.
Sorry, I want to clarify what I just did. In my head, that was how Michael B. Jordan reacts.
It would be great if he wins the Oscar, and we could just cut to like him winning the Oscar.
Yeah.
Because by the time we finish editing this,
Yeah,
the Oscars
the
look up.
We have a good 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we're at the party, and that's where we met and talked about projects, and I mentioned Silent Stalker and whatnot. And John mentioned that he wanted to be a part of it. And I quickly, because when I wrote the original story, I didn't have a character for John, but I quickly got a character together, which happens to be...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, you were, like, not last minute, but I'm like, it's great to add more characters to this. And I was like, I should have, like, some kind of, like, bodyguard, like, guardian angel that's checking up on everyone. So that's kind of where that came from.
I hate to interject again, but again, for those who don't know, your work. I'm familiar with your work. Can you give us a brief synopsis of the Silent Stalker series?
Oh yeah, so Silent Stalker is your like typical like whodunit slasher, like your screams and whatnot. But we put, by we I mean me, put a little twist on it. We did 3 seasons of Silent Stalker, so
Yeah.
check those all out. Very good stuff.
The last 2 are feature length. So
Yeah.
in a way, they kind of are like your own movie. Well, I guess Mike's Inner Demon, which is a series that Michael made before Silent Stalker, that's also feature length. Too,
Yeah, that's
right?
also feature length.
Yeah.
I think that's an hour 30.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mike's Inner Demon,
Oh.
freaking another. He's making another thing, people. He's
Guys,
making something else.
I have no life.
He literally moments ago. This was just Elon Musk Neuralink to our heads. He's like, new thing already shot is written. In my Neuralink, here's the script. So yeah, there's a new thing coming out. Sequel to Mike's Inner Demon. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. We read the first 5 episodes here.
Speaking of, we could also gotta read the finale of part 1
We got to do that.
Patreon. You
On the
guys might
Patreon.
see a little something later.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Yeah,
you
the
guys don't
Patreon.
get to see that.
I've-
You guys don't get to see that.
Way
It's
too
only for our
exclusive.
eyes only.
Yeah.
You have to be in the cult. You have to be a level 11 on the cult.
So
Stalker head.
quick recap of Mike's Inner Demon. My character Mike, I play myself. I have very bad anger problems. I had a problem holding in anger, so a demon takes over to let it all out. There's a demon hunter. There's a lot of drama and some murder at the end. And recently, I got into D&D thanks to Hunter. So, as a character, I use MK, which is the name of my demon. And I kind of used my backstory as the building blocks for the series, and now it's this whole full-fledged thing.
Something that I thought was really fun. It almost felt like little Easter eggs just for me when we were reading that script. There were some little Easter eggs of things that like happened in our D&D campaign that he just kind of sprinkled in.
Yeah.
But the series is, I guess you could say lightly inspired by the D&D campaign.
Yeah.
It's like its own thing.
Yeah, it's inspired by the D&D aspect of it.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, and then it's inspired by the backstory as well. Yeah. And of course, I had to, especially with the one character, I had to incorporate things that happened in our campaign into it because I really like those elements.
There were a lot of fun moments in the campaign.
Yeah, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna take place before Mike's Inner Demon, and then there'll be part 2 that will take place after Mike's Inner Demon.
Ooh, okay.
So it's gonna be very exciting.
I think the big takeaway here is once you're done jerking off to this, go over and jerk off to Mike's Inner Demon on Forse Studios.
And Silent Stalker as well.
Yeah. And Silent Stalker 2.
And Silent Stalker 3.
I just realized also you're wearing merch.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing merch.
You're like exhausted doing all these plays.
Guys, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me. There's another freaking thing you gotta look at right now.
All right, the title of the episode: Mike's Plugs.
Mike plugs in.
Mike plugs in.
Michael has freaking merch, guys. It's really awesome.
We have merch.
We were talking about Larry's dad earlier. We've got what would Larry's dad do on this one. I really want to get this one.
Hopefully y'all see that well. But yeah, I got what would Larry's dad do merch. I have me in a banana costume. 2 different ones of me in a banana costume.
I want to circle back real quick.
Yeah.
To when we were shooting the last Larry Columbo tape.
Yes.
Just because there was an incident that happened.
Yes, the reason for you asking the question in the first place. I guess you never hit it.
Yeah. The incident that happened. So.
Oh, the incident! I forgot.
Yeah. There's an incident. I was busy plugging stuff.
Oh my god!
I had too many things to plug.
Elephant in the room. There was an incident.
Yeah. So the place where I live, there's a little clubhouse building where people can go. You have to pay extra. This is how much you have to pay for those that are looking to buy in the area.
And this is how much fun you have. This is how much fun it is to be in there.
And we were shooting a little thing for Larry Columbo at this clubhouse because Hunter and I were looking at it and we were like, okay, we could shoot. It's really simple backdrop. We could just get Michael in here and shoot it. Be pretty quick. when we were packing stuff up, because we brought gear. We brought we expected to record this episode there also, so we brought some of the sound gear.
It was like we finished recording the Larry Columbo tape, and we were like, let's bring all the video stuff out to the car, and then we'll leave all the audio stuff inside, and then we'll come back in and film the podcast in there.
Yeah. So, and I had no idea because I've stayed in that clubhouse for like a bit till it gets dark or whatever. Apparently, it automatically closes at 10. So once you leave, you can't get back in. So we went to Hunter's car to load up on the stuff we didn't need after we were done filming, and then we couldn't get back in. But the worst part that I didn't mention is that we left a lot of our stuff in there.
My phone, my laptop, my bag with all my work stuff,
Yeah.
my wallet, all
My
of
work
Michael's
stuff.
work stuff,
Yes.
audio equipment.
So there was no way to get in at all. There was, but there was no way.
Well, there was, which is why we're telling a story. There was a way.
There was no way to get in, door wise. So we were left to desperate measures, and we had to go in through the window to get Hunter his keys, his wallet, and a bunch of other expensive stuff because we couldn't,
I think to add a little more to this part of the story here, it was like we tried the doors for a long time.
Yes.
We went around the building. We tried every door, and no door was working.
Yes.
And then we found a window that we thought was unlocked, and we were like, we can't.
Yeah.
We'll wait till morning. We'll do this. But then it's like, my wallet's in there, so I can't drive home. Michael's got to work at 5 a.m. His work shirt's in there. My laptop, my phone, everything is in there. I couldn't get anybody to come pick me up. And so we're just sitting by this unlocked window.
Yeah, it literally was last resort. Yeah.
It was like we were sitting in front of the window being like, okay, so how bad is it if we don't go through this window? Like, and how good is it if we go through the window?
Yeah.
And then after a while of deliberation, we decided, let's just look at the camera right above this window and say, I'm sorry, and climb through the window.
Yes.
And then we went through the window.
And then we went through the window.
What we thought was, what would Larry's dad do?
What was Larry Dad?
What was that? No.
Sorry, I had to.
www. Link.
Yeah. And then ultimately the next day, while I'm leaving work, I get an email from the clubhouse manager / owner, I believe, saying that he saw the footage, and he was like, "Please never do that again." And I was like, I explained the situation to him. I was like, it was, we didn't want to do that. It was just my friend, circumstances and everything. And then he was like, "I understand. Thank you for explaining. Take care. Have a good weekend." I was like, "Okay, cool." We didn't get charged. We didn't get any criminal offenses for breaking in. But that was a rough night for a shoot that was really simple and straightforward. It was pretty rough. Yeah.
It was one of those shoots too where whenever you're filming something's got to go wrong.
Yeah.
And it was one of those shoots where everything wasn't just going right. It was like everything was turning out better than you wanted it to be. And it was like, okay, something has to go wrong at some point. And we were leaving. We were like packing up. We were like, everything went well. This is like a 1 in a million. And then we scan the key card and it doesn't work. And it goes, oh, there we go. Okay.
There
I
it
don't
is.
have all my shit.
Yeah.
Is that's what goes wrong.
Yeah. And Michael made it a really smooth night because you were just improvising and doing your own thing. That really worked.
It was like we showed up with this idea for what this tape was going to be. And we were like, Michael, here's the idea. And then Michael went, got it. And just gave us way more than we could have ever expected.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I think, unironically, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, no matter what we do with this series, I think this is going to be one of my favorite videos.
I think this will be mine.
I love what this character turned into just from the shoot.
At least 2 or 3 times when we were filming, we had to stop recording because I was laughing so hard. It wasn't even like huge stuff. It was just like a little choice that Michael would make with his delivery that would always break me. That would always make me laugh.
Well, the thing it goes back to what I was saying earlier, where we were like, Michael, here's this idea, and we were like, so we know what the joke is, we know what the punchline is, and then Michael takes the punchline and just curveball throws it past us, and it hits us right in the back of the head. We're like, oh my god, he just turned it into something we didn't even think it was going to be, and it works so much better. But Yeah, great episode. Should probably be up by now. Link for that as well.
Link.
If there's still anything anybody wants to talk about regarding this, we can circle back to this. But I want to put something here. We're going to put a timestamp in the beginning of the video because this is really important and everybody needs to hear this. So on the first video that we posted, the first podcast, somebody left a comment that I need to clear the air about. Something really defamatory that I need to clear the air about. The subject of Magic the Gathering came up briefly, and somebody commented, we'll put the comment right here. Somebody commented, Hunter definitely plays a Slivers deck in Commander. Could not be farther from the truth. I would never come within a mile of a fucking Slivers deck. Fuck you for saying that, and thank you for watching.
Do you know that person or no?
I have no idea who that is.
That's crazy.
That's fine.
But thank you so much for genuinely thank you for watching that. I really appreciate you.
Thank you for watching
and for leaving a comment. That was really awesome. Thank you so much for engaging for what we did. But honestly, fuck you for saying that about me because I would not fucking do that. You want my commanders? Boom. Umbris, Fear Manifest. Boom. Raga Draga, Gorgut's Boss. Boom. Clubs the fucking Fool. And boom. I'm trying to think of the ones that I play the most. Brago, King Eternal. That's my combo deck. Mill, the old standby, the meme deck, and the combo deck. I'm not playing Slivers, bro. I'm not playing Joda the Unifier. I'm playing the big four. So study up because when I go on the fucking Pro Tour, you're going to know these names right here. Just kidding. We're going to play a little game here on the couch really quick. Guess how much money I spent on Magic the Gathering today.
Too much.
Well, that's too broad of it.
I'm going to guess 150.
125.
Shooting a little too high here. I spent $78.
Okay.
I was going to say 75.
Oh, my God, bro.
Damn.
Who was the lower one?
I was the lower one.
Can we ask the big question that we asked earlier?
Oh.
We'll save that for the episode with Alex Dubinsky. Favorite piece of media ever. Maybe this will be a new question we ask all our guests. Really have them think.
Favorite piece of media.
You know? Yeah. I want Michael to answer this. Maybe have some time to think about it.
Okay. So I have had some time. Am I in my listing? One?
You don't do the three.
Three?
And again, piece of media. It could be a book, show, podcast, movie, song, anything.
Obviously, Scream. One of my favorite movies growing up. Favorite franchise ever. You know, Scream is definitely up there. Gotta say, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Played that a lot when I was a child. One of my favorite games I played. And Nightmare on Elm Street, because that also got me into horror and filmmaking.
Nice. 2, Wes Craven going strong in that list.
Yeah, Wes Craven has my heart.
Yeah. Very cool.
Did you want to do your favorite media as well?
Sure. Yeah, this will be the episode where we will
This will
say
be the
it.
groundwork.
I said for me, I asked this question because a friend of mine who I've worked with on film stuff asked me this question. I don't know if it's for an assignment or a thing she's doing, but it had me thinking today. One of them is definitely the movie A Serious Man. I don't know if it's my favorite movie ever. I don't even know if I have a favorite movie. A Serious Man is one of my favorite pieces of art because it reflects what I value artistically and with storytelling, and also just personally. Just this whole idea of questioning your existence and trying to find purpose and everything. That's kind of the whole movie. And the fact that it balances a heavy subject matter like that and it's hilarious, I really admire a lot. My number 2, I would say, I know Hunter, you're gonna laugh at this one, but it's Majora's Mask.
Why do you laugh at that? Oh no,
I don't know.
Ben Drowned is funny.
Because Ben Drowned's funny. No, Majora's Mask is my favorite game of all time. It's to me like how you mentioned Scream meant a lot to you as a kid. That game meant a lot to me as a kid because I don't know. It was the first game that showed me that games could be works of art.
Mm.
And it always just takes me back to a really happy place where it's that fun feeling you get when you're scared when you're a kid and you're like, oh, I'm venturing out and doing something I kind of shouldn't be doing and exploring the unknown, and it's kind of like the adult world that you're not supposed to be. You know, that game has all those feelings for me, and I love it for that. And then 3, you know what I'm going to say?
What are you gonna say?
On cinema.
It's not annoying. That's just freaking.
That's just facts.
I mean, I talk about On Cinema so much, but genuinely, like, one of the most impressive things I've ever seen, and I mean this wholeheartedly, I think Tim Heidecker's performance is one of the best acting performances ever. It's better character development than, like, most shows and movies I've ever seen, genuinely.
When you show me an episode of On Cinema or a clip from On Cinema, it feels like I'm outside the theater, looking through a window and watching, like, Orson Welles, like, bleeding his heart out on stage, like, giving the performance of a lifetime, like, performing so hard that they're gonna die by the end of it, just literally pouring their soul out. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I got something to do down the street. I gotta walk past the window really quick. It's like I don't have time to watch all 67 seasons and Oscar live performances on cinema. But I see what Tim Heidecker's doing with this. It's like, and it's like he's committing almost like his life to this niche ass little thing.
And like barely anybody watches it. It's crazy. That's the biggest hurdle for On Cinema is just the time commitment to it. And like I make fun of my friends for watching One Piece. This is my One Piece. Like it's I can't recommend it to people because it is such a vast array of content to consume.
We did this earlier where when John showed up, he asked me what top 5 media, and then I listed 5, and he was like, oh, but what about this, this, and that? And I was like, oh, you're right about those, actually. Forget everything that I said. I think I don't know what number 1 would do. I have to put an order, or should I just put them?
Just say them.
Mother Horse Eyes is up there. You reminded me of that. Mother Horse Eyes is freaking... Mother Horse Eyes is... I mean, I've said it before. I'm the creepypasta guy. I love creepypastas. I have Our Side No Sleep. I love horror stories. And my dream is to work to be a horror novelist one day. I want to publish a horror novel at some point. It goes back to what we were saying about Tim Heidecker on cinema, where it's like so much commitment went into this thing, and from the execution of it was so strange that it's like this person who made this, because we still don't know who made this thing. That's another thing, is they don't care. They don't want the recognition. They don't want the notoriety that comes from making this crazy fucking thing. They just wanted to make it, which is like, that's where a level of respect comes from me. And not even just that. It's like, this thing is fucking awesome. It's so dope. It's like, it's this creepy horror thing. It's so fucking weird. None of it, like, is, like, there's nothing ordinary about it. It's, like, so out there and so weird. And it turns into, like, a fucking action thing at one point. It goes into comedy a little bit. It's, like, surrealist everything. It's just so fucking awesome. It goes into sci-fi. It's, like, a sci-fi action thing at one point. For reference for Michael and for others who might not know what Mother Horse Eyes is, it's like a lengthy horror anthology thing. It's like this grand story told from a bunch of different perspectives, but like every paragraph of the story was commented under a random Reddit post. And so, in order to read the entire story, you had to find where this person commented around Reddit and piece the entire thing together. And it got really big to the point where I think some big publishing thing did an article about it. I think it was Vice. Did like a big article about it. And they interviewed the author, but the author didn't want their name put out. So it's like this crazy fuck. It's just, if you don't know Mother Horse Eyes, it's one of those things where that's my One Piece. Because it's so long too, even when you have it all stitched together. I think people might know I'm a creeper. I'm a creep caster. I probably shouldn't say I'm a creeper.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that.
We'll make it explode.
Yeah, we'll edit it a little bit. You know, I'm a creep caster. I'm up creeping my cast. I can't even recommend the Creepcast episode to people because sometimes if I'm like, oh, there's this really awesome creepypasta that I think my friends would like, I'll just send them. If they read it on Creepcast, I'll just send them the Creepcast episode because it's like a little more digestible. There's some jokes thrown in there or whatever, and you can listen to it. You don't have to actually sit down and read it. You can do that at work. But their Mother Horse Eyes video, I think, is 14 hours long.
Damn.
Or it's like 12 hours or something.
That's
Fucking
wild.
insane. That's how long the thing is. But yeah, that's my One Piece, Mother Horse Eyes. We're those kind of white guys. When you bring up One Piece, you're gonna be sitting there for a little bit. Last of Us 2 specifically, I love a lot. The show, season 2 of the show sucks ass. Season 1 of the show's alright. Should I clarify? I'm not like a right-wing hater of the show.
Yeah.
I didn't think the show was bad for reasons, for casting reasons. I think Bella Ramsey was great as Ellie. I'm not one of those weird people who wants to the underage girl in Last of Us. I'm one of those people who didn't like a lot of decisions that they made with the characters in the show. Third piece of media. I was gonna say House of Leaves because I really like House of Leaves, but there's also some things that I don't like about it. So, let's say book recommendation: read Blackmouth by Ronald Malfoy. It was the first time in forever that I couldn't put a book down. It was like I finished it in a few days. It was like every page. It's like every page is a page turner. It's like I couldn't stop reading that book. So definitely, if you're into horror books and you're into mystery books, pick up Blackmouth by Ronald Malfoy. That's what I've got.
Cool.
We'll go on to John's question.
Yes, I had a question. We were talking about Scream earlier.
Yes.
I know you said for the longest time Scream 2 is your favorite.
Oh, yeah.
But you did make a post, and I remember this. When you saw Scream 6, you said it's your favorite Scream movie. So is Scream 6 a close second behind Scream 2, or is it...
Yeah, I really enjoyed Scream 6 when I watched it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely up there.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Scream 2 takes the cake for me, though.
Okay, gotcha.
I watched Scream 1 and 3 a lot when I was a kid. Scream 2 I still watched as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't watch that until I was a little bit older. And watched that and I fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's why it's the top one. I haven't felt that until I saw Scream 6 where I was like, alright. Like an immediate fall in love type thing. So it was like, I don't know what it was about Scream 6 that I really loved about it. I don't know the fact that it was in New York or the mask or what it was. But something about Scream 6 I really love.
I liked that it was just so nonstop and that they really did change the setting and everything. Like, and I like the main characters, but just it sucks not going to be in the new one.
Yeah.
I just like that whole dynamic, and I was kind of happy to see it veer away finally from like the legacy stuff, which I know is kind of the joke of the movie, is the legacy stuff. But yeah, no, I liked 6 a lot.
Yeah.
We've been kind of dry recently with Nightmare on Elm Street content. You know, I feel like Friday the 13th has its show coming out, and there's been a resurgence with like the game. Halloween has obviously been going strong.
Isn't Halloween also getting a game now soon?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also getting a creative reset, is what Universal Studios said. I don't know what that means, but
I don't know. Saw is also getting a reset.
Yeah, don't talk about that.
Okay.
I'm so bummed about that.
Yeah, I'm also pretty bummed. I'm not happy with that one.
Yeah. What's your favorite Saw movie?
I don't know if this is a controversial one or not, but Scream 5. No, not.
Whoa. Unofficial sequel.
Saw 5 is my favorite one.
Really?
Yeah. I love Saw 5.
Wow.
I don't know. Once again, I don't know what it is. Now, keep in mind, I was young watching these movies, so I really like the gore and the kills and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what it was about Saw 5 that I love. And I also love Saw 2. That makes
Saw 2 is good. Yeah, no,
I love Saw 2. Saw 2 was the first one I watched.
That's great. No, because Saw 5 for me, listen, I like all of them except Spiral. That's
fair.
I like all of them because they're junk, they're fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Exactly.
But they're just creativity involved. You know, it's a guilty pleasure. Let's say
yeah.
That. But of the original movies, I think Saw 5 might be my least favorite.
Wow. That's what I'm like. I wasn't sure. I know
that might be an unpopular
5 might be an unpopular.
Yeah.
I also have another one for Final Destination.
Oh, is it the fourth one?
Yeah, my favorite one's the fourth one.
I was gonna ask about that. Yeah. No. That's definitely my least favorite.
That's a
one.
lot of people's least favorite one.
Yeah.
Once again, watched at a young age, thought the kills were cool.
That's totally valid though, because for me, one of my favorite Halloween movies is Halloween 4, because it was the first one I watched.
Yeah.
And I watch it now, I'm like, okay, this is pretty bad and cheesy, but I still like it.
Yeah,
I still
there's
really
still
enjoy
joy
it.
in there. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is, but I really like those movies.
Yeah. But Hunter, what's your favorite Saw movie?
I'm sure those of you who were watching probably saw me disassociating watching the Windows 90s vibes ambiance we have playing on the TV while they're talking about Saw, because I've never seen a Saw movie. I've seen the first Scream movie. I'm not really one for slashers. My horror, I like coming from little goblinoid scary creatures, or like poltergeists, scary ghosts. I like the supernatural in my horror. I'm not much of a slasher person. So yeah, I haven't seen any Saw movies. Sorry. I'm also not great with gore, also, and I know that's a big part of a lot of the Saw movies.
That's just Saw.
Yeah, that's just Saw.
That's just how Saw is.
Not really something I ever saw myself getting into, so I haven't really tried it. But maybe I'll try a Saw. Maybe I'll like a Saw. I don't know.
I would love to be there with you and watch all the Saw movies.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. We got a TV.
We'll
right
do it
here.
live.
As an artist, what message are you trying to share with the world? As simple or as complex as that might be.
It depends on what I'm making. But at the end of the day, not really of a message in particular series or anything else. Just as a person, I always want to provide have a meme across. I don't think I use it much online anymore, at least on videos, but I always say #friendship on a lot of things, so I always spread friendship and positivity in that light, or I try to. Go with the flow, go with your gut, make what you want.
It's a big one, make what you want.
Because I know you guys told me from watching our stuff that you find it crazy, how we've done. We're oh, we're gonna do this, and we just do it and just fully commit to the bit.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up specifically. Is that something that you've really helped me with? Is prioritizing creation over perfection? Because I think that's something that I still kind of struggle with. Is whenever I want to make something, I get too hung up on, well, it needs to be this. This has to happen before I can take the next step. I have to wait for the perfect moment in order to put this out.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you guys are just it would be fun to do this, and you do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that I have to step into. That's something I'm trying to step into a little bit more, for sure. Is that
with the sketches, a lot of our stuff is originally improvised. Like I remember the babysitting sketch. But yeah, even the mall vlogs, it was spontaneous, and we thought this would be a fun thing to do, so we did it, and and more on the Forse studio side of things, the series side, obviously I try to get everything close to the envision that I have to get to the screen, but as long as I make something that I'm happy with and my actors are happy with, we're all happy with what the product we put out, that's all that matters. And of course, as long as everyone at home enjoys what we put out. So my focus is on the audience perspective and their enjoyment of it. And then it's us as creators and fully committing to everything we do. Which I think was another reason why I was very easily with the back to the Larry Columbo tape, why I was easily be all right, stand up, Jim Carrey. I was just able to jump into it because I could just give me a few minutes and I could figure everything out.
And you did.
Yeah, I'll do everything to my best abilities. It's not always perfect. And it's about coming with terms with not everything is going to be perfect, but sometimes those small little things could be the best part.
So yeah, it's been a lot. We've been recording for a while.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna wrap it up here. I just want to talk and talk and
Yeah,
talk
I wanna
and
talk
and
about-
talk. We'll film another episode after this. Really, thank you so much to everybody who watched the last one.
Thank you, Michael, for coming on.
Thank you guys for having me.
We will be seeing more of him soon, both on tapes and back here again soon. And,
Hell yeah. I'll
yeah.
always gladly come on.
Call someone, tell them you love them,
Yeah.
and do something that you love tonight. Prioritize yourself. Do something cool.
And always remember, #friendship.
Hashtag
Their
friendship.
friendship.
Good night.
I guess.
No, you...